Hi, I'm Sophie, founder of Hearty Mums and your host for The Precious Plan, an initiative to support women who are planning for a baby in their 30s and 40s. And in this inaugural online conference, we bring together a variety of experts who will share their insights on how you can improve your chances of conceiving a healthy baby and have an enjoyable pregnancy using natural methods to complement your journey. Well, today I have the pleasure of interviewing Andy Wee, who was trained in the Fertility Care Practitioners Program in Australia in 2007 under the supervision of Dr. Amanda Lamont. And he has since helped many couples understand the female menstrual cycle and fertility potential through the use of the Creighton Model Fertility Care System. Well, he will be sharing with us about the fertility cycle and how it can help overcome fertility issues and help couples conceive naturally. So thank you so much for joining us today, Andy. Please tell us more about yourself and what you're passionate about.
Thank you, Sophie. Hello, everybody. My name is Andy, and I'm a fertility care practitioner. In my work, I help couples to understand and chart the women's cycle, and from there, they can understand how their fertility situation is and seek medical help with our doctor, who is able to do further medical tests to find out what the underlying issue is and to treat that so that they can try and conceive naturally. So my passion is really helping couples to realize their dreams for a baby and also to help build strong families in our country.
Oh, wonderful. So what you do is certainly so valuable because we almost take for granted how precious the preconception journey is. And for some, it actually may take a little bit more effort, even some further education and sometimes some heartache. Well, why is it important for couples to understand the fertility cycle when planning to conceive?
Yes, understanding their cycle is very important because in trying for a baby, timing is very important, and to really figure out which time of the cycle they should try and which days should try. And couples can make time for each other to come together. Our body actually tells us a lot of information about our fertility, and by doing the charting, we can see very clearly where the issues could be and further address them. Actually, fertility is at the apex of our health. When our health is good and our body is in order, our fertility should be all right and we should be able to have a baby. Yeah. So for couples who are been trying for a while and they do not have able to conceive, then we can go down and further look into the health situation and try to improve that.
I see. So good health is equals to good fertility. And I'm sure we're not just referring to physical health, but I suppose mental, emotional health as well. They're all related. So, what are some important factors to take note of when it comes to conceiving naturally?
Three important factors I'd like to share with you. Firstly, it's really about timing. By charting, we know which days to try in the cycle, and couples can make that commitment to really come together and really make that time to try together. And the next part of the important factor is actually the cervical mucus. Often not talked about, cervical mucus is a very important factor for fertility where couples need to have sufficient quality of cervical mucus as it's the important transportation for the sperm cells to reach the egg. And that's a really, really very important. And so by charting, couples can understand their fertility in this way. And lastly, the couple relationship is also very important. Really trying for a baby needs a commitment from both husband and wife, and that they communicate a lot about where they are in the cycle, and also what's their feelings on this current situation, so that they can motivate each other and work together in trying for a baby.
Yeah, so indeed, timing is everything. It's so important for individuals to know themselves better and also be aware of how their body is functioning. And also, it's so important for couples to support each other on this journey. It's not just one person. So, what are common challenges for women that you work with, and what advice do you have for them?
So some of the common challenges that couples and ladies encounter is that many a times the husband is not committed to the process, and women themselves, uh, a lot of them want to have a baby, but they are unable to get their husband to be fully in the process, and they are often seeking for solutions alone. What I would suggest is that the first thing to have is to really um, talk to their husband and really get them involved in the process, and it makes it a lot easier that both husband and wife are fully working together in terms of the charting, in terms of understanding the women's cycles, and also in addition working together with the doctor to find the medical treatment method that works for them. Yeah. The other factor to consider is that often couples are very stressed in their work or lifestyle. Many couples are working 10 to 12 hours, not getting enough rest or good nutrition, and then that actually greatly affects their fertility. And they are often too stressed to even try for a baby or get too anxious in that way. So I would suggest those who find that if the work is really too much for them, to really take time off to try for a baby, because for the women especially, there's a window for conception, and fertility actually declines from age 30 onwards. While work is always there, they can always find another job. The window for fertility declines and gets smaller every year. So it's important that they take action now and make really the effort to try for the baby.
Mhm. Wow. Yeah, so indeed, time doesn't wait for you, and it's important to also be committed to make changes, whether it's to your lifestyle, to your career, or just to make certain decisions to make that journey possible. Well, thank you for all those tips. Where can one look for more information about fertility cycle, and what is the good starting point?
Yes, actually, there are many methods, natural methods for tracking our fertility, and couples can search on the internet. There are several methods, including ours. Ours is called the Fertility Care Creator Model System, which is a very comprehensive method that helps couples to chart their cycles in much detail, as it is also used for medical research. Other methods are like the Billings ovulation method, the symptothermal method, the Marquardt method. These are all methods that really help couples to understand their um, fertility through the symptoms that the body tells us. And through this way, they also have a better understanding of their health, and also in the future, if any situations um, come up in their charting, they are also very much able to detect any new diseases that have come about. Yeah, and through this method, we have met many couples, and some of the couples that have been programmed. For example, there was a couple that had actually encountered 4 miscarriages in their trying for a baby fertility journey, and really through the charting, we were able to surface the fact that the wife had a hormonal imbalance situation where she was actually low in the progesterone at the late part of the cycle. And through medical tests and evaluation, we find that that's the root cause of the problem. She was supplemented with hormonal support, and she was able to conceive her first child and subsequently her second child as well.
Wow.
Yeah. So really, charting gives us a lot of insight into the cycle. Example of another couple that we have encountered is one that actually went through 6 IVFs, and she actually failed in that process. She also had PCOS, and she needed to help to bring down her weight as well. So for this couple, the wife was very, very motivated. She ate very healthily. She exercised a lot, and then she actually took time off from work. And through charting of her cycle, she was able to really have a great insight into understanding her body and also which days to use. And combined with the medical treatment, she was actually able to conceive within about 6 months of her starting her charting with me. So it's a really interesting journey to guide her along. and also to journey with this couple. And certainly you can find more information about our fertility program on our website. You can follow the link later that we can post on this website.
Fantastic. Wow, it's just so wonderful and gives so much hope when you share about all these very successful cases. And thank you so much for all the useful information and resources that you're pointing us to support, anyone who wants to start planning for a family. And so to our viewers, if you would like to work with Andy, please click on the link below to find out more. And also do join us this week as we present to you more golden nuggets from our panel of experts. So here's to the best start for your baby. I'm Sophie, your host for the Precious Plan, signing off for now.